Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo92 and today we are back for another brand new video. Today's video is going to be a little continuation on of the Rangers roundup. Yes, I've seen your comments asking about the Joe Worrall interview. We are going to be discussing that in today's video because it was not only addressing it's just a loan for me. He also discussed Steven Gerrard as a manager and what he's like behind the scenes. I found this very, very interesting. Hopefully you guys will too. The second story we will be discussing a Rangers rumour that's been bandied around for absolute months. The agents actually stepped forward and confirmed or denied it, which I really, really rate because it just kills all the media's clickbait. Wait, it kills my clickbait. Oh, fuck. And the third and final part of today's video will be who has been Rangers' best player so far this season. We're going to read out Twitters. Hopefully you get involved in the comment section as well. Before we jump into today's packed episode, however, if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be absolutely tremendous. We are less than 300 away from 23k, which is honestly frightening. You're really making our channel sound special. I can't thank you guys enough, so if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing as we make our way. But as always, let's just jump right into it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Joe Worrall has had another exclusive interview with the Daily Mirror. Now, I wasn't really going to cover this because I didn't actually cover the last one. And I should preface this by saying if you haven't seen his previous interview with the newspaper that made a wee bit of a little firestorm on Twitter, he was basically asked, Steven Gerrard's very keen on bringing you to Rangers maybe full time. What's your thoughts on that? And Joe Worrall was honest and open and basically just said it how it is. He says, this is just a loan for me. Now, rightly or wrongly, that caused a bit of a firestorm on Twitter. People was getting their opinions out there. And I see it in my comment section every single time Worrall plays, there are still people that's not forgiving him with this. So he's had another little interview and he's actually sort of cleared up some of his comments as well. So I'm very interested to see what you've got to say now. Now, instead of running the chance of misquoting him or not saying it properly, I'm just going to read directly from the actual quote that he was given. He just basically says, I am just trying to get as many games under my belt before I go back to Forest in the summer. I love playing at Forest. It is my home and it's all I've wanted since I was a kid. So it was a sucker punch to leave. Even though it's a loan, but coming to Rangers is unbelievable. Which I think's a lot better than what was previously posted the last time we had an interview, because when it basically just came out saying it was just a loan for me. Again, rightly or wrongly, I know a lot of people was okay with it, but even more people were very disgruntled. This quote is a lot better because he's basically just saying Forest is his team, you know what I mean? We can't just expect every single person to come up here and fall in love with the Bads. That sometimes just doesn't happen. What Rangers is to us, it's kind of like what Forest is to Joe Worrall by the sounds of it. That is his dream place to play football. So I think this quote was a lot better than that. I know I'm still going to be making it's just a loan for me jokes now and again in the channel, but what's your thoughts on that now that Joe Worrall sort of cleared up his comments? Do you feel any differently, or do you still think having that mindset of only wanting to play at Rangers to get better, to go back and play for another team, isn't the right mindset you want in the starting 11, especially when you have people like Katic, who probably isn't getting the game time that he would want and a lot of the fans would want? We're kind of sacrificing and thinking short time playing these boys on loan and then they're going to go back and sort of benefit another club, rather than thinking long term, putting the game development into Katic and obviously making him a better player because he's our player. But there's no right or wrong opinions. Make sure you be getting yours involved in the comment section below. That'd be absolutely tremendous. Me personally, I think this quote's a lot better than his previous one. And you know what? If he comes in, plays well, I know Katic had a couple of dodgy results. He was obviously injured, so maybe when Katic is fully back at it, I think Katic is still a better overall player in my point of view. So I think Katic will eventually regain that spot next to Connor Goldson. So if I'm honest, I'm not actually that worried about Joe Worrall starting over Katic as it stands just now, because I think Joe Worrall's had a lot more good games than he has bad games for the club, and as long as Rangers are getting the points, as long as the people are pitching in and stepping up whenever they're called, that is all that matters. I think he's had more good games, and to be honest with you, the fact that he's so brutally honest, he's not lying to us or telling us what we want to hear, he's just telling the truth, I kind of respect that. Not only that, he did actually reveal one thing that Steven Gerrard has banned each and every single one of the Rangers players from doing under the Steven Gerrard regime, which I absolutely love. And here's the direct quote, by the way, just so I'm not reading out of context. He said to us, I will play the best team possible from training and games, and if you get a shirt to play, you better keep hold of it. He said, I don't want anyone knocking on my door saying, why am I not playing? If you're playing well, you get a shirt. If you don't, you don't. Which I think is absolutely fantastic. That is the kind of mindset that I'm sure a lot of the fans will want in a Rangers manager. There's no prefix, there's no someone, oh, you need to play because of this or anything like that. If you're performing in training, you will be playing in the games. And if you're not playing, there's going to be no drops or anything like that. You either get down, knuckle down and play and work your way back to playing in the squad, or you're done. That's it. He also goes on to say about Mr. Steven Gerrard himself, but he is a caring manager who is very kind, not a shouter. He's going to have a top managerial career. He explains stuff in details and all the guys are buying into it, which I absolutely love once again. He goes on to say what he has achieved in the game is fantastic. He is a legend. He has a similar way he approaches management as well. He can be firm, but he gets his arm around you when you need a bit of a cuddle as well. He has effectively managed all of his career. He has played right in the centre of the pitch and has obviously captained England. To play for, he is the complete package. Someone English on your level who is a good communicator. And we'll end sort of the quotes here because I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm not even sure if you're interested in this type of thing. I know for a couple of managers previously that the media's just ripped the piss off and some of the players haven't had respect for. But seeing a Rangers manager leading by example, obviously having the squad fully behind him, is a great thing to see. He also, by the way, goes on to say during the rest of the interview that Gerrard comes at each and every single training with his shorts and his boots on, ready to play. If someone gets injured or if someone's gassed, he fills in and shows the players how it's done. The man's leading by example. And I honestly thought that'd be very, very interesting to share with you guys in a video. So what's your thoughts on the Stevie G situation? And also, do you feel a wee bit warmer now towards Joe Worrall? I know he got a bit of flack in the last Q&A, so what's your thoughts on Big JW? Why did I just say W like I was American? Honestly, horrendous. Now, story number 2 is going to be extremely, extremely short, but I thought it was very important because this is a rumour that every single person has heard. It's in every paper, it's shared everywhere online. It's Martin Skrtel to Rangers. Since Gerrard was announced, this was it. Skrtel was very interested. The deal's getting worked on. It could be in the summer or it'll definitely be in January. But finally, we have some confirmation on this deal from the agent of Martin Skrtel himself that says that it's not happening. Shocking horror. Now it's at this point in the video I'm just going to tip the cap to the nation because every single time I made a video on this there was about 90 to 100 comments from you guys saying this will never happen. It's all about money. It doesn't matter if Skrtel played for Gerrard or anything. It's about the money. The agent confirmed it. This is his official quote. Financially, there is no chance of Martin going to Rangers. He couldn't get half the wages in Glasgow. It would be more like a third of the wages. Yes, he has great respect for Steven Gerrard, but there's no point in having this discussion because financially, it's just not realistic. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Martin Skrtel rumour is finally put to bed. Now, to give my thoughts really quickly on this story, I'm actually really disappointed if I'm honest because I think he's a fantastic, fantastic player and I had this little vision in my head that, you know what, he's made a lot of money in his career. He'll come play for Gerrard and actually try and win a league title under the Rangers and make something happen right at the end of his career. That little fire, because you've made a lot of money. But no. The world is, in the football sense of things, all about the money. And story number 2 confirms it. But that was my opinion on it. What about you guys? Are you disappointed about it like I am? Or are you just like, yeah, Craig, we knew that wasn't going to happen. Move on. Now, before we finish up the video, make sure to be grabbing your refreshments, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is time for the sponsor break. So get them up. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Now we've reached the third and final part of today's video. Now it is a topic that I promised earlier in the week, but because of the recording issues we couldn't actually do it. But it's a fun, interesting one and I want your thoughts on it. Who has been Rangers Player of the Season so far as we reach the third of the season marker? Who has impressed you? Ask Twitter that exact question. Let's see what the people's had to say. Gary Thompson says he's a keeper. It's Alan McGregor. King Dalcio says McGregor. Mark Menzies says Alan McGregor or Morelos. Kent and Tav is also up there. Bad say Sir Shagger. Sam says McGregor has saved us from embarrassment a lot of the times. Morelos has been banging them in and Kent has been the best playmaker. Absolutely no idea who is the best though. Ethan says Morelos or McGregor come to mind, but there are a few more in there who's done bits for us, like Candace and even Scotty Arfield, which I rate. Wolfman's got Nard says Candace. Tom Delmarfer says Alfredo. Prose says, to be honest, I think every player in the squad has improved and been crucial. That's brilliant. Stu Hamilton says Fredo. Ross Cameron says Kent. However, the likes of Candace and Morelos have really stepped up. Shagger is up there too. And the last 3 or 4 that we'll read out come from David Nimmo, who says Ryan Kent and Shagger from me, CJ. Ulster on Tour says Candace, Kent or Morelos. And the last one we'll read out from today's video will just go like this to make it fair. Bang! It's going to be you, Jay McGuinness. He says McGregor or Morelos. So that's the people's opinion. My opinion really quickly, I'm going to go for a bit of a surprise. I'm joking, it's Alan McGregor. It's Shagger. It's Shagger. Now that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for all your comments about the Joe Worrall situation. Hopefully this video sort of addressed it. And as always, if you'd like to support the channel directly, there will be a link to the Patreon in the description below. I've been CJ Nova92. Thank you so much for watching and bye-bye.